So I'm now going to talk about the review part of the Lear LCM-5 custom in-ear monitors. Now I've had a fair bit of time with them, and I've got to know what they are all about as such. I've got to know what the comfort's like, and I was quite fortunate in the fact that the fit was perfect. These are the best fitting customs I've ever had. I've got the insertion methods down to a science. These are in my ears and ready to go within milliseconds, I guess. Quicker than actually universals, because I've just got them down really nice. They're super comfy, super light, and yeah, they were great in that aspect. So yeah, physically I cannot complain too much. I first off mentioned that the included cable is the same as what I have in cheaper IEMs. This is not the case. This one is slightly thicker, which does make it a bit stronger and not as bad, but it does have this effect where it wants to coil out up like this even when you're wearing them, which can be a bit of a pain, but it's not the biggest problem. And the physical features of it are quite nice, such as the 45 degrees jack and the wire split, which are nice and solid. So that's all right. The finishes of the shells are absolutely flawless. If we take a closer look here, yeah, they're absolutely flawless. I feel I've had some problems in the past with like the bores not being finished too smoothly with my Cosmic ears, and some bubbles in the shells perhaps, but yeah, no, these are absolutely finished wonderfully, and you see the colour's really nice, blue and red, clear ear canals, and the face plates with a true texture are really nice. As you can see there, they've got like a 3D texture to them. So yeah, the finishes of the earphones are really nice. Cannot complain there. But I must say they are, you can see they're a hollow shell. They've got no filling inside, which does make me worried that I may drop them at one point, and that might lead to a negative effect, such as them exploding, which we don't want, of course, as I've spent, or as you may be spending, quite a bit of money on these. Then I'm just going to quickly mention the sound quality, of course, which is the bit that's most important if you're spending this much money on a pair of earphones at the end of the day. And these sound amazing. They use 5 armatures, and they're all about quite a neutral, or I feel like it's completely neutral sound signature. No bass boost, no, maybe the treble slightly boosted, or maybe on the slightly bright side, but everything's extremely detailed yet still full. The mid-range doesn't not feel thin or anything, but it's still the most transparent I've ever heard on in-ears. And yeah, it sounds amazing. The bass is tight. It does have actually quite nice balanced armature extension, although if I could choose, I'd give it a little bit more rumble. So it's not going to satisfy bass heads at all, because it is slight on bass. The treble is just amazing, detailed, extended, all of those things, everything you can ask for really in treble. And just imagine, I guess, an Etimotic supercharged and everything made a lot better, I guess, is what you get with these earphones. But I will say they are absolutely brutal on recordings. If something's recorded bad, it will show that. If something is not lossless format, for example, you will hear that. You can't be sticking on your 128 kilobytes per second music with these, and they even like to complain with a bit of 320 kilobytes per second. So I will say you're going to be wanting to use your lossless formats at least with these, because they do like to complain. They're not for the more popular music, therefore, or bassy music, therefore classical, jazz, just anything that needs a bit of detail and sound. Obviously, your soundstage, of course. Soundstage is not the biggest, but imaging is really good. Although I still prefer the Air 4AI in that area. You may be aware that I also got the sound tuning adapter with my Lear LCM-5s, and this is it's an £55 accessory that you can buy on top, and it's meant to make it a bit more tuned for a monitor sounding effect, and it adds a bit of impedance as well as I think parts that function for the Lear LCM-5, so it's designed specifically for these earphones. I've not really tried it on anything else. Didn't have a too great effect on my UE900s anyway. So what it is, it's simply a so yeah, we'll just plug the jack of the earphones into this adapter, and the added impedance does make this really need a amplifier. You can use your home rigs with this, which you can't really do with most CIEMs because they're too sensitive, but just for this example I'll just plug it into my portable rig, and we're away. And I will say that the sound quality it's not completely different, but it's different. The bass is less, it tightens up a bit, but it's not as much impact either, or I don't think the extension's as good. Treble becomes out a bit more, it's really quite bright and in your face, but so much more detailed. Clarity and detail with them now is absolutely unreal. Nothing really matches it beforehand, and now with this it goes into another sort of level, so it's nice. It's a different sound again, and it allows you to use it with your home setups. You can use it with your tube amps, for example, which of course is a cool little addition onto them. So for £55, I think if you're going to get the LCM-5s, you might as well go ahead and get this with them. It's a great little accessory, and yeah, I've really enjoyed this. So will I be recommending the Lear LCM-5? Should you get this product? And I guess it's up to what you're looking for in a custom inner monitor. They are actually technically the best earphones I've ever heard, but they're not really for a daily use with mainstream music, for example. They're if you really want to analyse your music, such as for studio monitoring or such. And if you want an earphone that's supercharged with detail and will just want to expand on, say, what Etymotic does, I think these are a great buy, as well as if you want something that you can use with your home setups. I think these are a great buy. So they're definitely a good buy. They're a solid contender, but I'm sure if you're looking for something fun in your custom inner monitor, that probably Air or AA or JH16, which I've not heard, but what I've read about, and they're probably more of a fun option. Still obviously technically good, but I think for detail and clarity and transparency, these are the best earphones that I've heard so far. And if you're after something that's just extreme in that, then I think these are the buy for you.